deserve to be counted in due to census.
We have housing affordability and livability, better infrastructure, community centers. We have food that are coming from the census money.
I want what's best for my community. Better schools, better roads, better healthcare. That's what's at stake during the 2020 census. If we don't get counted, that's all at risk. The census could bring hundreds of billions of dollars to our communities. We have to make sure to get counted so that the government represents all of us. No exceptions.
I deserve to be counted and due to census. Our voice matters.
Do you guys know about the census?
No, not a clue. I know that it's a question about how many people are in the U.S.
Our voice matters. Representation is key for our community to have an opportunity. Counting everybody for our community to have an opportunity. If you wanna go fast, you go alone. If you wanna go far, you go together. We need to make sure we count everyone's soul. If you wanna go far, you go together.
I count.
I count.
Nosotros contamos.
我算.
Moi aussi, je compte.
Ik tel.
Nosotros contamos.
Yo conté.
I'm grateful. I count. We count.
So let's take those 10 minutes to fill out our census form. Thank you.
Our voice matters.
Hello everybody, my name is Virtual Ranger Nick and I work for the U.S. Forest Service in the Columbia River Gorge National Scenic Area. Today we're at Cape Horn and right now we're going to go exploring the lower section of the Loop Trail. Typically this trail is closed from February 1st to July 15th, reason being for the peregrine falcons and their nesting. It is currently July 21st, so this section of the trail is open back up. So let's go see what we can find. So on this lower portion of the Cape Horn Trail, it's just this spectacular area. We're walking on this ledge. With below us, we have the cliffs going straight down to the Columbia. Up above, we have this very steep hillside up to these big basalt cliffs. So right now, we're just working our way through these cliff bands. And I'm pretty sure shortly we're gonna get some spectacular views of the Columbia River. You'll see a big bundle of sticks. That's a nest. Happens to be an osprey nest. If you do see stuff like this as you're traveling through these trails, try to be respectful to these birds and try to be quiet and not disrupt them as you're traveling by. So here we have one fabulous feature along this lower loop trail at Cape Horn. This is Salmon Creek Falls. You can see it cascading down this Columbia River columnar basalt. Then just below us, it flows into the Columbia River. So as you're hiking along these trails throughout the Columbia River Gorge, you'll notice lots of these big talus fields. This one you'll notice has all this big thick moss on it, and this tells us this feels fairly stable. Other talus fields like this that you see that has nothing on it, you just see rocks, that usually means it's a fairly unstable area. But these talus slopes, these are home to the pika that live here in the Columbia River Gorge, which is a pretty unique thing for the area. So here we are perched right above the Columbia River on the very impressive cliffs of Cape Horn. These cliffs are the reason that this trail is closed seasonally due to the peregrine falcons nesting. Much like Beacon Rock that you can see in the distance. That also has closures seasonally due to peregrine falcons. These cliffs make perfect nesting sites for these peregrine falcons. They love being perched up high where they have a big field of vision so they can see their prey, and they can also stay away from predators. Another reason why peregrines prefer to nest on cliffs is the way they hunt. If they're nesting on cliffs, they're already perched up pretty high, so when they do spot their prey, they do not have to fly very far to get into a position to dive on them. When the peregrines dive, they can reach speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour. That makes them one of the fastest animals on the planet. Peregrine facts. Number 1, much like a jet turbine engine, peregrines have cones up in their nose that allow them to breathe when they're moving at very, very high speeds. Number 2, peregrines have very large keels in their body so they can sport very large muscles. Those muscles let them flap with a lot of pressure and intensity. They can flap up to 4 times per second. Number 3, peregrines' wings have very pointy, stiff feathers, and their wing tips are very pointed, so when they dive, they can be extremely aerodynamic.
All the beetle kill on the North Slope. We started actually in the 80s with the first hit, mainly got the east side of the district. And then we proceeded to the big epidemic that started 12, 15 years ago with mountain pine beetle first, and then the spruce beetle came in behind that. And so we've taken a real hit. We're 80 to 90% dead on the North Slope.
For years we've suppressed fire, and fire is a natural thing in the area. The area needs it. The aspen need it, the wildlife need it. It's a key player in the ecosystem.
There's a variety of benefits from these type of projects.
This partnership together allows us to do more acreage than we could do alone.
To benefit wildlife, the watershed, grazers, and anyone that takes part in the outdoors in Utah.